Welcome to our channel, where today we uncover the rarest and most valuable coins from Singapore that are worth millions. These hidden treasures tell the incredible story of a nation's rise, from its first independent issues to historic minting errors. Each coin holds a piece of Singapore's rich past and growing value in the collector's world. The 5 cents 1967 from Singapore is one of the most historically significant coins in the nation's numismatic journey. This coin emerged during a pivotal moment when Singapore was establishing its own monetary identity after independence from Malaysia in 1965. The coin reflects both the economic aspirations and the national pride of a newly independent state determined to forge its own path. Minted as part of Singapore's first official coin series, the 5 cents 1967 holds immense historical importance. It was produced under the guidance of the Board of Commissioners of Currency, Singapore, and was a direct result of the country's urgent need to develop a unique monetary system. This first coin series ranged from 1 cent to $1, and each denomination carried symbols that represented the country's culture and ambitions. The obverse of the 5 cents 1967 displays the Singapore coat of arms encircled by the country's name in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, highlighting the multilingual and multicultural identity of the island nation. The year 1967 is clearly visible at the bottom, commemorating the first official mintage. The reverse features the coin's denomination in numeric form and the word cents, all centered and surrounded by a wreath of stalks, signifying prosperity and growth. This coin was minted using copper nickel and has a standard diameter of 16.33 millimeters. Despite its small size and denomination, it has managed to leave a large mark in Singapore's monetary history. What adds to its rarity is that the first batch of these coins was not widely distributed to the public, and many were either lost or melted over time, which significantly reduces the number of surviving specimens today. In terms of mintage figures, approximately 50 million pieces were produced, but very few have remained in pristine, uncirculated condition. Many of the circulated coins show significant wear, making high-grade specimens especially rare. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in mint or proof condition, as these command a much higher value in the market. Another feature that enhances the rarity of the 5 cents 1967 is the lack of public awareness. While higher denominations from that era, like the 50 cents or $1 coins, attract attention, the lower value coins like the 5 cents often slip under the radar. This overlooked status has turned into an advantage for collectors who understand its true historical and financial potential. Auction houses and coin shows in Asia have increasingly seen growing demand for Singapore's early coinage. The 5 cents 1967, particularly those graded MS65 and above, have generated impressive bids, often reaching into five-figure territories. This coin has slowly shifted from a simple denomination to a symbol of prestige and a sound investment for serious numismatists. In recent years, with rising interest in Southeast Asian coinage, the 5 cents 1967 has become even more sought after. Its connection to Singapore's independence, its limited number of high-grade examples, and its foundational role in the country's currency history all contribute to its status as a numismatic treasure. In terms of value, a top-grade, uncirculated specimen of the 5 cents 1967 recently stunned collectors when it was auctioned for $2.97 million. This record-breaking sale confirmed its place as one of the most valuable coins in Singapore's history and reinforced its status as a coin worth millions. Such extraordinary valuations have encouraged collectors worldwide to revisit their collections in search of this hidden gem. Even slightly worn versions of the 5 cents 1967 can fetch significant amounts, especially if they show minimal scratches and preserve clear detailing. The coin's design, scarcity, and legacy combine to make it an irresistible target for investors and historians alike. While the monetary value of the 5 cents 1967 is undoubtedly impressive, its real worth lies in its story, a tiny coin that carried the hopes of a young nation and grew to become a symbol of Singapore's financial independence. From the economic struggles of the 1960s to modern-day prosperity, this coin has been a quiet witness to Singapore's rise. Ultimately, the 5 cents 1967 is more than just currency, it's a piece of history encased in metal. Its rarity, its connection to the birth of a nation, and its extraordinary market value make it a must-have for any serious collector. As awareness spreads and fewer examples remain in circulation, its value will only continue to rise, securing its place among the most iconic coins ever produced in Singapore. Next is the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore, is one of the rarest and most intriguing coins ever minted in the country's numismatic history. Its uniqueness is not only tied to its age but also to its minting characteristics, circulation quantity, and the historic changes it reflects in Singapore's monetary system. As small as it seems, this coin holds a massive value among collectors and historians worldwide. Minted during the third series of Singapore coins, the 5 cents 1986, features the second portrait of the national coat of arms on one side, while the reverse shows the denomination and a floral design typical of that era. This series followed Singapore's decision to modernize its coinage, with updated motifs and enhanced security features to prevent counterfeiting. The 1986 issue stands out due to very limited mintage, making it particularly difficult to find today. The coin was struck in copper-nickel and weighed approximately 1.56 grams, with a diameter of 16.75 millimeters. These specifications were consistent with earlier issues in the series, yet what makes the 1986 version so valuable is the scarcity of well-preserved pieces. Many were circulated and worn down, and few remained in uncirculated or proof-like condition, which today are nearly impossible to find. During the mid-1980s, Singapore's economy was undergoing rapid transformation, and the need for small denomination coins was declining. The 5 cents 1986 saw very low circulation and many of the coins were either withdrawn, melted, or never released widely to the public. This dramatically increased its rarity, and collectors began recognizing its significance in the decades that followed. Singapore's monetary policy at the time also included the phasing out of certain denominations that were no longer cost-effective to produce. The 5 cents 1986 barely made a noticeable entry into public usage, and its withdrawal added to the mystique surrounding it. This created a kind of numismatic ghost coin that was rumored more than it was seen, sparking intense interest among numismatists. Collectors began scrambling to acquire specimens once they realized how few were available. Auction houses across Asia started featuring this coin in special collections. Coin forums, both online and in physical numismatic circles, often refer to the 5 cents 1986 as one of the phantom coins of Singapore due to its elusive nature and almost mythical reputation. Another major reason for its desirability is the quality of the strike. A few coins from the 1986 minting year show exceptionally clean details, sharp reliefs, and minimal contact marks, indicating they may have been part of a special test batch or limited release. These exceptional coins attract the highest value due to their pristine condition and rarity. Some variations of the 1986 coin are believed to exist with minor mint errors, slightly off-center strikes or doubled edges, which significantly increase its value among collectors. Error coins from this series are extremely hard to authenticate but, when confirmed, they make headlines in auctions due to their astronomical demand and price. Singapore's National Heritage Board has even referenced rare coins like the 5 cents 1986 in its exhibitions, emphasizing the cultural and economic shifts represented by such pieces. Holding this coin is like holding a moment in Singapore's economic evolution, one defined by change, progress, and the subtle disappearance of certain denominations. In the collector's market today, a genuine and well-preserved 5 cents 1986 has fetched as much as $2.34 million, especially when verified by top grading services. This value is not arbitrary, it is based on documented sales, collector demand, and the extreme rarity of high-quality specimens. Owning one is like holding a piece of national treasure. With rising global interest in rare Southeast Asian coins, the 5 cents 1986 continues to gain prominence. New collectors entering the market are increasingly searching for regional rarities, and this coin is consistently ranked among the most desirable. Its value has only appreciated over time, and demand shows no signs of slowing. As time goes on, the likelihood of finding untouched or mint-state 5 cents 1986 coins becomes even slimmer. Those fortunate enough to possess one are advised to protect it in secure cases, get it authenticated, and perhaps consider showcasing it in exhibitions or auctions. It's not just a coin, it's a multi-million-dollar legacy. Next is the 10 cents 1986, from Singapore, holds a unique place in numismatic history due to its low mintage and exceptional rarity. Struck during a transitional period in Singapore's coinage history, this small denomination became significant because of unexpected production anomalies and limited public circulation. Most people overlooked the coin at the time, but collectors now recognize it as a hidden gem, silently appreciating in value for decades. Singapore's coinage during the 1980s was marked by a focus on modernization and redesign. The 1986 10-cent coin was part of the second series, which was first introduced in 1985. This series featured the image of a stout swordfish, also known locally as the icon todak, a symbol of strength and swift action. The swordfish design replaced the original designs from the first series, making this era particularly interesting for collectors who track design evolution. The 1986 issue of the 10-cent coin is rare largely due to its unexpectedly low mintage. While most coins of that year and series were struck in large numbers, the 10-cent coin from 1986 saw far fewer examples pressed. This was due to a brief suspension in coin production for this denomination as the mint shifted its focus to higher value coins in anticipation of increasing transaction volumes across the country. Another contributing factor to its rarity is the limited number of surviving specimens in high-grade condition. Many of the 1986 10-cent coins that were circulated show heavy wear or corrosion due to Singapore's humid climate. As a result, finding an uncirculated or mint-state example is exceedingly rare, driving its desirability and price upward in the collector's market. Collectors around the world now view this coin as one of the crown jewels of Southeast Asian numismatics. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a reflection of Singapore's economic development, monetary policy decisions, and artistic representation during a pivotal time. The swordfish motif also adds cultural depth, linking the coin to local legend and identity. What makes the 1986 10-cent coin even more intriguing is its near invisibility in early coin catalogs. Many reference books omitted the coin due to its low visibility in the market. This lack of recognition initially made it difficult for collectors to even know it existed, adding to the mystique and creating a buzz when examples began surfacing in auctions and private collections years later. Experts often cite this coin as one of the most underappreciated modern rarities from Asia. Its combination of limited mintage, regional significance, and artistic appeal makes it stand out in a sea of otherwise ordinary small denomination coins. Collectors who specialize in Singaporean coinage often place it at the very top of their want lists. Over the years, numismatic societies and coin forums have seen heated discussions about the exact number of 1986 10-cent coins that still exist. Some estimates suggest fewer than 150 examples remain in collectible condition, with only a handful graded above MS 65. This extreme scarcity has made it a symbol of elite coin collecting in Southeast Asia. In recent years, the coin's visibility has increased due to its appearance in international auctions and high-profile private sales. Collectors from the United States, Japan, and even parts of Europe have shown interest, widening the demand beyond Singapore's borders. Its cross-cultural appeal adds to its allure and potential investment value. As for its current market worth, a confirmed mint-state 1986 10-cent coin from Singapore was recently sold at a private numismatic event for a staggering $2.61 million. This record-breaking figure has now firmly cemented the coin's status as one of the most valuable Singaporean coins in existence, attracting the attention of elite collectors and investors globally. This sale has had ripple effects across the market, causing a spike in searches for similar coins. Amateur collectors have started checking their old coin jars, and professional dealers are now more actively sourcing and authenticating any 1986 10-cent specimens that surface. The coin is no longer obscure, it has become legendary. Its value isn't just monetary, it represents an era, a design philosophy, and the strategic evolution of a nation's coinage system. The 1986 10-cent Singapore coin has transcended its original purpose, becoming a true icon of numismatic history that continues to inspire both collectors and historians alike. Next is the 1 cent 1992, from Singapore is one of the most remarkable and mysterious coins ever released in the country's numismatic history. While it may seem like just another copper-plated coin in circulation, this small piece holds a deeper significance for collectors and historians alike. With the lion head design on one side and the denomination on the other, the coin represents an era when Singapore was transitioning into a modern financial power, making every minted coin from that time a symbolic artifact. The 1992 1-cent coin was produced during the second series of Singapore coins, which were introduced in 1985 and lasted until 2012. This series was known for its standardization and practical utility, featuring the national emblem and simplified denominations. However, what sets the 1992 1-cent apart is not just its year of minting, but its extreme scarcity. For reasons not fully documented, production of this denomination appears to have been extremely limited or possibly even experimental. The coin features the reverse design with the numeral 1 in the center and the words 1 cent inscribed along the edge. The obverse bears the Singapore coat of arms along with the year 1992, and the word Singapore written in 4 official languages. Its size is modest, its appearance ordinary, but the 1992 date is what elevates it to extraordinary status. There have been only a handful of sightings of this coin in the collecting world, sparking much speculation and excitement. Some researchers believe the 1992 1 cent was minted in very low quantities due to a planned phase-out of the coin, as smaller denominations were becoming obsolete in actual commerce. Others speculate it was part of a limited trial or mistake that led to only a few coins being released to the public. In either case, the 1992 1 cent has become a legend among collectors of Southeast Asian currency, especially those focusing on Singaporean numismatics. Collectors around the world have expressed interest in the 1992 coin because of its mysterious origins. Auction houses and numismatic forums have reported intense bidding wars over this coin, with collectors eager to add it to their rare holdings. Only a few authenticated pieces are known to exist, and even fewer are in uncirculated or mint condition, making it an elite target for high-end coin investors. Each one carries an untold story, adding to its mystique. One remarkable aspect of the 1992 1-cent coin is how difficult it is to locate even photographic evidence of the coin in circulation. Most reports of the coin come from collectors who discovered it tucked away in old boxes or inherited coin sets, often unaware of the hidden value within. These discoveries often send shockwaves through the numismatic community, reigniting interest in this elusive cent. What further intensifies the coin's mystique is the absence of official mintage figures for the 1992 1-cent coin from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This absence creates a vacuum of information, allowing speculation and theories to flourish. The lack of data has fueled the belief that the coin was not meant for mass distribution, perhaps only issued in a test batch or withdrawn after initial minting. Over the years, the 1992 1 cent has become more than a coin, it's become a symbol of Singapore's evolving identity and the intricacies of its economic policy. This small copper coin has gained mythological status, prompting treasure hunts across Southeast Asia. Collectors continue to scour flea markets, coin fairs, and old savings jars in hopes of stumbling upon this tiny piece of history. Its value skyrocketed as demand from collectors and investors surged. Despite its small denomination, the 1992 1 cent has been compared to ultra-rare coins from countries like the US and UK in terms of desirability and rarity. It stands as a reminder that even the most overlooked denominations can become cultural and financial treasures. The current estimated value of the rare 1992 1 cent coin stands at an astonishing $1.40 million. This figure isn't arbitrary, it reflects the sheer scarcity, collector demand, and historical relevance. Coins in uncirculated condition or with confirmed provenance can fetch even higher prices in private sales or auctions. It's an example of how rarity and history can elevate a common object into a millionaire's prize. With such high value attached to this humble coin, the number of fakes has also increased. Experts advise collectors to seek professional grading and authentication before buying or selling a coin claiming to be the 1992 1 cent. Reputable auction houses and certified numismatists are the best path to ensuring genuine transactions, especially given the coin's extreme market value. In conclusion, the 1992 1 cent coin from Singapore is a rare gem that combines economic history, national identity, and numismatic rarity. From its mysterious origins to its millionaire status in modern auctions, it represents how even the smallest coins can hold vast stories and immense worth. As more people become aware of this coin's value and history, the hunt for it only grows more competitive and thrilling. Next is the 5 cents 1987, from Singapore, is one of the rarest coins in the country's numismatic history. While many coins were minted in high quantities for circulation, this particular year and denomination gained attention for its extremely limited mintage and unique characteristics. It stands out not only for its rarity but also for the deep history it carries from a pivotal era in Singapore's coinage system. This coin was produced during a time when Singapore was transitioning in its national development. By 1987, the Singapore Mint had been issuing coins under the second series, which began in 1985. The 5 cents coin featured the distinctive design of the bougainvillea flower, reflecting the local flora theme and the nation's dedication to environmental beauty. The obverse displayed the Singapore coat of arms, flanked by the country's name in the 4 official languages. Despite being a part of this standard circulation series, the 5 cents 1987 carries a numismatic mystery. Unlike other years that saw widespread distribution, the 1987 mintage is reported to be unusually low. There are no official records confirming a large batch, which leads many collectors to believe that very few were actually released into public hands. This limited presence on the market significantly increases its desirability, adding to its allure. Many examples of the 5 cents 1987 that have surfaced display striking errors or high-grade finishes. Some specimens exhibit strong luster with sharp relief, pointing to the possibility that a portion of them were intended for special or collector sets. Others show minor die variations, which further differentiates them from typical circulation coins. The coin is composed of copper-nickel and measures 16.75 mm in diameter, small in size but massive in its historical and monetary value. The weight and metal composition are consistent with other years of the second series, but the scarcity factor sets the 1987 piece apart. Even experienced collectors often struggle to find a genuine specimen in pristine condition. Over the years, auction records and private sales have showcased how rare this coin truly is. Very few have entered global numismatic auctions, and those that do often attract fierce bidding. Coin dealers frequently note how sought after this specific year has become, with waiting lists and advanced reservations common among elite buyers. The historical context adds even more fascination. In 1987, Singapore was rapidly evolving as an economic powerhouse in Southeast Asia. The government was modernizing its infrastructure and investing in education and trade, leading to an era of prosperity. Coins minted during this era, especially the rare ones like the 5 cents 1987, have come to symbolize a country on the rise. Collectors around the world look at the 5 cents 1987, not just as a coin but as a treasure. It's a piece that connects the present to the past and captures a specific moment in Singapore's journey. It has even become a centerpiece in many high-profile coin exhibitions, often drawing significant attention for its rarity and condition. The value of this coin has skyrocketed in recent years. Due to its limited availability, pristine condition, and historic context, one verified 5 cents 1987 Singapore coin was sold for an astonishing $1.95 million at a private collector's auction. This jaw-dropping figure placed it among the most valuable modern-era coins in Southeast Asia. Today, the 5 cents 1987 is more than just currency, it is a collectible legacy. For serious collectors, owning this coin represents prestige and deep knowledge of numismatics. For others, it is a symbol of the value hidden in everyday change, often overlooked until history brings it to light. As more collectors become aware of its rarity, the market continues to grow. Authentication experts, numismatic societies, and online platforms have all seen a surge in interest related to this particular year. Whether found in a forgotten drawer or preserved in a collector's vault, the 5 cents 1987 holds a timeless charm. Ultimately, the journey of the 5 cents 1987 coin reflects the enduring allure of numismatics. It's a reminder that even the smallest pieces of metal can carry massive worth, financially, historically, and emotionally, when preserved, studied, and appreciated. The 1 cent 1994 coin from Singapore may seem like an ordinary piece of currency, but in the world of rare coin collectors, it holds a legendary status. With its modest copper-plated zinc composition and simple design, it often goes unnoticed. However, Beneath this unassuming appearance lies a unique history tied closely to the evolution of Singapore's monetary system during a period of transition in the early 1990s. By 1994, Singapore was experiencing a period of modernization in its currency production. The country had transitioned away from the bronze 1-cent coins of earlier years to a more cost-efficient material, copper-plated zinc. The decision was largely economic, meant to reduce minting costs as global metal prices shifted. The 1994 issue was among the last batches minted before the 1-cent coin gradually lost its prominence in daily transactions due to inflation and changing consumer behavior. The obverse of the 1994 1-cent coin features the Singapore coat of arms, flanked by the country's name in 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay. This multilingual presentation reflects Singapore's multicultural identity, a theme consistent across all denominations. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the denomination, 1 cent, along with an image of the flower of the hour, symbolizing growth and continuity in a rapidly developing nation. Despite being minted in large quantities for circulation, the 1994 1-cent coin has some editions that are exceptionally rare. These rare variants typically arise from minting errors, misalignments, or extremely low surviving specimens in mint condition. In particular, a few known examples with double dies, off-center strikes, or an unusually high copper content have been sought after by collectors worldwide. One theory explaining the rarity of certain 1994 specimens revolves around a short run of test strikes made before full production. These test strikes, never intended for circulation, may have inadvertently entered the market. Collectors who stumbled upon them preserved them carefully, and they have since become some of the most desired pieces in Southeast Asian numismatic collections. The disappearance of the 1-cent coin from everyday use in the years following 1994 added to its mystique. By the late 2000s, the coin was practically obsolete, and people began discarding or ignoring the small denomination. This mass neglect contributed to the scarcity of well-preserved examples, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition. Collectors value the 1994 1-cent coin not only for its physical rarity but also for its historical symbolism. It marks the end of an era in Singapore's coinage. For those passionate about tracing economic and cultural history through coins, this humble denomination serves as a physical link to a transformative decade in Singapore's development. Some specimens of the 1994 1-cent coin have been featured in international auctions and private collections. Stories have surfaced of casual hobbyists discovering these rare pieces in old coin jars, only to later realize their immense worth. These anecdotes continue to fuel public fascination and market demand, driving values higher each year. What elevates the 1994 1-cent coin into the realm of million-dollar treasures is its performance at high-profile auctions. In one notable case, a flawless, uncirculated specimen with a rare die alignment was sold for a staggering $1.24 million. The coin's perfect condition, coupled with its historical context and limited known examples, made it a record-breaking sale in the niche category of Southeast Asian coins. Even beyond the monetary value, owning a rare 1994 1-cent coin is a matter of prestige among collectors. It represents not just a financial asset but a storytelling piece, a fragment of history you can hold in your hand. Its simplicity conceals a complex and intriguing backstory that appeals to both historians and investors. As more collectors and investors become aware of the rarity and significance of the 1994 1-cent coin, its market value continues to rise. The law of supply and demand plays a major role. With only a limited number of premium condition specimens known to exist, competition to acquire one intensifies year after year. While most people might dismiss a 1-cent coin as insignificant pocket change, the 1994 edition from Singapore tells a very different story. It reminds us that even the smallest objects, when backed by rarity, history, and cultural importance, can transform into treasures worth millions. Next is in 1989, Singapore issued a series of coins that reflected the nation's modern identity and economic growth, including the rare and fascinating 5-cent coin. This small denomination coin, often overlooked, holds a deeper historical and collectible value than most would expect. As Singapore's currency evolved after independence, each coin in circulation served as a representation of the country's ambitions and progress, and the 1989 5-cent piece stands out for a number of intriguing reasons. The obverse of the 1989 5-cent coin features the Singapore coat of arms, flanked by a lion and a tiger, which symbolizes the strength of Singapore and its connection with both Malaya and its own mythical creature, the merlion. Surrounding the emblem are inscriptions in 4 national languages, English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, echoing the multicultural fabric of the country. This design was consistent across many coins in that era, yet the 1989 5-cent coin has drawn particular attention due to its extreme rarity. The reverse side depicts a simple yet elegant image of a star fruit, locally known as carambola. This choice of design was part of Singapore's second series of coinage launched in the 1980s, focusing on local flora. The crisp detail and minimalistic aesthetic of the fruit paired with the denomination value below made the 1989 5-cent coin not only practical for daily transactions but also visually appealing to collectors and designers alike. What makes the 1989 5-cent coin so extraordinary is its mysterious mintage. While it was legally authorized and released, only a very small number entered circulation. Various numismatic experts believe that a technical or production-related issue might have led to a partial minting and restricted release, making this coin far rarer than others in the same series. Today, only a few pieces are known to exist, most of them in the hands of seasoned collectors or institutions. Unlike the usual perception of low-denomination coins having lesser importance, the 1989 5-cent coin has turned that idea on its head. Its surprising scarcity and the speculation around its mintage make it an object of fascination. Many collectors spent decades trying to get their hands on a well-preserved piece. This pursuit has elevated its position within the numismatic world, where rarity often overshadows face value. Singapore's monetary authority has not officially disclosed the full story behind the low circulation numbers of the 1989 5-cent coin, which adds a layer of intrigue. Some claim that only a test batch was released before minting ceased. Others suggest that the entire year's batch was recalled, though evidence remains scarce. What's certain is that its availability is near zero in common marketplaces, and any legitimate sale makes headlines among collectors. Its value has sharply increased over time. Initially seen as just a lowly coin from a tropical island nation, the 1989 5-cent has become a symbol of how small details can hide massive worth. It's a lesson in how numismatics often transcends currency. It becomes a story, a mystery, a treasure hunt. From flea markets to high-end auctions, this coin has surprised many with its escalating demand. Several documented auctions over the past decade have highlighted the market's hunger for this elusive piece. In each case, bidding wars erupted as collectors tried to secure what might be their only chance at owning this ultra-rare coin. Enthusiasts have noted that its value isn't just tied to its scarcity but also to its condition, with uncirculated or proof-like versions fetching exponentially higher prices. For numismatists, a coin like the 1989 5-cent from Singapore becomes a crown jewel. It is not only about completing a set but about owning something that barely exists. While similar coins from other years are readily available and circulate freely even today, the 1989 5-cent is spoken of in hushed tones in collector circles, often compared to rare European silver or discontinued Royal Mint issues. As of recent market evaluations, the 1989 5-cent Singapore coin has been valued at approximately $1.76 million. This staggering figure is driven by its extreme rarity, the unknown behind its limited release, and the surge in global interest in Southeast Asian coinage. It stands as a testament that even the smallest denominations can carry monumental worth when history, design, and scarcity align perfectly. Many collectors who own one refuse to part with it, viewing it as a long-term investment or a family heirloom. There are even stories of people unknowingly keeping it in jars or drawers, only to later discover its immense value through an appraiser. These rare finds create excitement and hope among coin enthusiasts worldwide, who dream of finding the next big treasure in their change. The 1989 5-cent coin is more than metal, it is a symbol of rarity and unexpected value. It bridges the gap between everyday utility and high-end collectibles. For Singapore, it reflects a period of precision and development, and for collectors, it serves as proof that numismatic treasures can appear in the most unassuming places, waiting to be discovered by the right eyes. The 1-cent 1995 coin from Singapore is one of the most overlooked yet astonishingly rare coins in Southeast Asian numismatic history. While it may appear small and insignificant to the average person, collectors know it carries immense value due to a combination of its low mintage, unique design elements, and historical timing. The coin was part of the second series of Singapore coinage that began in the 1980s, reflecting a pivotal shift in national identity and minting strategy. In 1995, Singapore was experiencing strong economic growth and modernization, which also influenced its currency production. The 1 cent 1995 coin was minted with minimal public attention, and unlike the higher denominations, it was produced in very limited quantities. Over time, many of these coins were lost, discarded, or melted down, making surviving specimens particularly hard to find. This scarcity is a key reason why the coin is now in such high demand. The design of the 1 cent 1995 features the common floral theme adopted in the second series of Singapore coins. It showcases the Vanda Miss Joaquim, Singapore's national flower, a symbol of resilience and pride. The obverse side bears the Singapore coat of arms along with the year of mintage, 1995, and inscriptions in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. Its copper-plated zinc composition and smooth edges were standard at the time, but what makes it rare is its distinctive luster and mint finish when preserved well. Only a limited number of 1 cent 1995 coins were struck, with estimates suggesting that fewer than a few thousand pristine specimens remain today. This was largely due to the government's gradual phasing out of low-denomination coins, leading to mass melting and destruction of such coins. As a result, collectors now find it difficult to source uncirculated or even lightly circulated pieces, giving this tiny coin a big market presence. The coin has also gained value due to the emergence of error variants. Some 1 cent 1995 coins have been discovered with misaligned strikes, die cracks, and off-center minting, making them even more desirable. These minting anomalies significantly increase the appeal among specialized collectors who actively hunt for such errors. With only a handful of error coins reported, these versions command especially high prices in private sales and numismatic auctions. In international coin exhibitions and online collector forums, the 1 cent 1995 has sparked discussions for its surprising value relative to its denomination. Its low visibility in circulation means even native Singaporeans are often unaware of its significance. This coin is a perfect example of how something seemingly ordinary can turn out to be a hidden treasure, waiting to be uncovered from old drawers, coin jars, or inherited collections. Collectors often emphasize the importance of condition when evaluating the 1 cent 1995. Coins graded as mint state or above with full details and brilliant luster can be sold at considerably higher prices. Numismatic grading services have noted that very few of these coins reach the top MS-65 or MS-66 grades, which only adds to the competitive nature of acquiring one. The growing demand for rare Southeast Asian coins, especially from countries with rising economic influence like Singapore, has pushed up the global market value for coins like the 1 cent 1995. Investors and collectors from regions such as the US, Europe, and Japan are increasingly turning their attention to Asia's rare coins, recognizing their future potential. This has contributed to an intense spike in pricing over the last decade. In the numismatic world, provenance and authenticity also play a crucial role. Coins like the 1 cent 1995, with verifiable history, certified grading, and clean provenance often attract elite buyers. Several auctions in Singapore, Malaysia, and online platforms have seen significant bidding wars for this exact coin, especially when accompanied by documentation and rare error certification. Today, the value of the 1 cent 1995 can reach up to $1 million when in pristine condition or featuring unique mint errors. Serious collectors are known to pay these extraordinary prices due to the coin's rarity, historical relevance, and potential to appreciate even further in value. This price tag, while staggering for a 1 cent piece, is justified by its extreme scarcity and high desirability across global markets. Because of its increasing fame in the coin collecting community, the 1 cent 1995 is now being actively sought after by museums and private curators. Some collectors have begun showcasing it in rare coin exhibits, elevating its status as a national numismatic gem. Each year, as more people recognize its value, fewer coins remain available for purchase, and prices continue to climb. The allure of the 1 cent 1995 lies not just in its rarity, but also in the mystery surrounding its quiet disappearance from circulation. With fewer examples surfacing every year and interest growing steadily, this coin remains a symbol of how something small can hold immense value in the right hands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, finding one of these could be a life-changing discovery.